and they got like good quality stuff.
Okay.
Should we kick this off?
I think we shall. That was a good intro.
No,
Yeah.
Kind of getting loosening the lips.
Let's dig into it.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
I guess I'll kick it off. Welcome, guys, to the first episode of
Pod racing.
Enter podcasting.
yeah,
here.
I'll clip it in there.
Now this is pod racing.
That's it.
And
Till you
welcome
find
to it.
something
And then we
better.
pop our logo up, and then we just add pod racing in there.
There you go.
You guys keep adding stuff for me to do. Like, it's really easy.
We don't have a name yet.
Insert Child Anakin here.
Please add your comments below. What should we name this?
Anyways,
Start over.
no,
Oh.
no, this is
It's a podcast.
we're
There's
raw,
no start
yeah,
over.
absolutely.
Do it live.
The goal is not to edit.
Ouch.
No, I'm just
Says
playing.
the editor.
I know, right? The goal is always not to edit, and I'm still gonna end up doing it. Yeah.
Or we could really just post it for what it is.
Anyways, basically what this is we just needed a place to talk with you guys directly, aside from the page. I'm Paxton. If you don't know, I've been editing for the last 2 years and taking most of the videos and pictures, with help by these guys in and out, of course. But in doing that, I'm DMing people and they think I'm Tom. They don't know who any of us are. And obviously we're missing a couple people today, but there is a whole team behind Start Racing. And so we just wanted to kind of introduce ourselves to you guys, because you're going to see a lot of our own individual projects coming out soon, and what's going on in our own car world, and then bringing that to the track. And so, yeah, introductions, who we are, what Start Racing is, and then also what you can expect from this little podcast moving forward. So I think we'll start at the far end first up here. Brother Dale.
What's going on? My name is Dale. Also a partner with Start Racing. You might have seen me in my silver Chevy SS at Sonoma last week for the Fast In, Fast Out Day. Chevy boy! And definitely looking to get that car more present on the page, more active on the track. It was a good learning experience. Took me some time to get, prepared to get on track, but now that I've done it, like itching for more, and it's so much easier to do it knowing that I have my brothers behind me and that we're always going to be in it together. And, that's actually like really the whole premise of Start Racing. Like we started just going to one GT Challenge race at Sonoma, and it got all of our gears turning, and we all have sports cars, capable cars, but we didn't know how to get out there on track. But we did know that we had a great circle of friends and people to, learn with. And then we wanted to just document that and then bring it to everybody and show them like, hey, like this is how you can get yourself, your car, your friends on track. And we didn't know where we're going. We're still kind of driving by faith here, but
Sure.
that's what our kind of motto is. We're just rolling with what we got and seeing, the more track time we get, the more friends we make, the more networking we do, and that's our trajectory here, so.
Yeah, what's been really cool about like growing, and even though I think at first what you guys wanted to do was kind of more interview style videos, right, with just the drivers.
Yeah, just kind of seeing people's experiences.
Okay, and it's evolved from that to like I was making hype reels and motivational stuff for a little bit, and now we're on YouTube making vlogs and partnered with track orgs and whatnot, which of course is thanks to you guys for watching, which is amazing. But I think that the one thing that I want to do moving forward this year is utilize, because we're kind of growing now. We got some numbers behind us, some leverage to our name, and I think that we have some opportunity to get out to more events, host some events, and just be out more in the community. So looking forward to it. Joe,
aka Guru here. You guys might have seen me out there a couple track days in the regular C6 vet, the silver Z06 wide body on it. Recently I actually took the 2014 Chevy SS out to the track. Had a great day out there. Unfortunately, we had a little mishap, but it is what it is. Part of the whole thing of being in Start Racing was to learn more about my vehicles, learn more about how to drive better, and learn how to do it in a safe place. So taking my car to the track to push it was the perfect place to do that. Having my brothers behind me, of course, is a great thing. This was brought to me as a vision from, as you guys know, Tom with the Shelby. This was his vision to begin with, and he saw us as fitting with that vision, and so far it's been a great vision. We're still trying to figure out where we're going with it. Everything is completely changing. We keep adding more and more to it. Like Pax was saying, we were here on vlogs now and podcasts.
Man.
we didn't know this was gonna come of it. We didn't know what was gonna come of it. But as you guys respond to us more, we're gonna give you more. So the more you feed us, with your feedback, we're gonna be able to give you more of what you want and what that might look like. So hopefully we keep growing, see this car community keep going, and we'll see you guys out there at the track hopefully, and we're always looking for more opportunities. So give us your feedback. We want to hear back from you guys.
Absolutely. Ricky.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Ricky. Yeah, Start Racing, man. That's where it's at. I don't really have anything comes to mind immediately. I suppose I'll start with I bumped into Tommy a couple years ago at that GT America race. I was just out there with a camera, just shooting cars. I think like any young man. Some of us are young. Some of us look young. But like any young man, we all wanted to be three things growing up. You wanted to be either an astronaut, a dinosaur, or a race car driver. So
one of them's attainable.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't lose your
Dinosaurs aren't
dinosaur.
real, and Earth is flat, right? So, but everybody knows you can just hop in a race car, and there's no argument about that shit.
Race cars are perfect for a flat earth.
Yeah, we'll see you in the comments section. Debate dinosaurs versus flat Earth all day. Race cars, you can't debate that, all right? So, anyways, yeah, man. I mean, I grew up on Transformers and Speed Racer, and Sears Point was in the backyard, and going fast was always cool. My father enjoyed a spirited drive, we'll say, and anyways, I'm in high-end luxury vehicle sales as well, and my life has always been automobiles, whether I liked it at some points or not. So just to kind of integrate that with actually some out-of-work buffoonery, hanging out with the homies at the track, being able to bolster photography skills by shooting things that I love, like race cars, So what do I bring to the group? Aside from the occasional moments of humor.
The hair.
Valuable.
The hair, yes. Leave the hair alone. That's okay. Anyway,
What are you driving?
what am I driving? You might have saw me at Fast In, Fast Out with a very rare, very capable 2012 Volkswagen CC. Anyways, that is the daily driver. And you see a lot of footage on Start Racing of all these rear-wheel drive V8s doing stuff, good or bad. But
Did I just get hit?
nothing.
I
what was that, bro?
Catching strays out here.
It's like pans in the SS right now.
Start Racing exists, right, to close the gap between you and the track, right? And so we see all of these muscle cars, these fast cars doing cool stuff on the track, but that's just a little 4-beater turbo that I drive to work every day. So, like, you can track an everyday car. Like, if anything, starting in something slower, I think will just help you gain confidence longer, quicker. And eventually I'll graduate into something fast, but I know why you're here. I know what you guys care about. I also have a 1975 Datsun 280Z. It's a very special car. We'll get into that some other time, but that's a car that I'm working with my siblings to optimize and place it on the track in the future, potentially end of this season. We'll see.
Lots of pauses there.
Yeah, we will see what happens. Hey, yeah. No,
Depends how
I've
many
had
more
help
bolts
from
get
Joe.
stuck.
Yeah. It depends on bolts that get stuck and stuff. But
We got solutions.
And
yeah, man, we're
stuff.
taking steps. But I'd love to get that thing out on the track. For now, you see it bending back roads, and occasionally I'll put together a good reel, a sizzle for you of what's to come.
We are also missing 2 other owners of Start Racing. One who you all know and probably relate to the most is my brother Tommy.
What up?
Thomas, who was in the Shelby,
AKA Turn 3.
Yeah.
and he just had a kid. He just had a little one.
The race team grows.
So I don't know. He needs to get his priorities straight. He was supposed to be here.
Family comes and goes.
You know,
right? I mean,
maybe his commitment is waning. We'll see.
Editor, edit.
Yeah.
Organic.
But he wants to be here, and he will be here soon. He's just things just happened so recently, so he can't. and our brother Marcos as well, who you guys saw in the SI at our very first Fast and Fast Out event. He's got some stuff going on as well. With so many people, it's so hard to get our schedules together. We've been wanting to do this for a while and pushing it back, and so we decided we might as well just kick it off and get it done.
Well, plus we only had spot for 3 dudes on the couch, so when we get a bigger couch,
Then you guys can join us.
Subscribe so we can get a bigger couch.
like and subscribe.
We are
Turn on notifications so every time there's a fresh
Donation.
post, you'll be notified.
Can you like on podcasts? What do you do?
I don't know. Comment, everything.
Listen. Listen harder.
Yeah, share.
Tell your friends.
Laugh.
There we go.
Host?
We're professionals,
Share.
by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just talk about us.
We do this all the time.
Yeah. So, moving forward, though, aside from today, I think that what you can expect from these little get-togethers is we're going to talk about what's going on in our worlds, any updates on our cars or events we've been to, events we're going to, as well as we want to start talking more about what's going on in the world of racing. There's so many races every week, so many series, you can't keep track of them all. So we thought this would be a good place to catch everyone up, and maybe you learn a thing or two, and yeah. Anyone else got a better description of that?
Nah, I think that's perfect. And that's also a good aside.
Subtitle.
I thought it was going to be silent.
It was not silent.
It was not
I
silent.
can taste it.
I can taste
Is that ketchup and onions?
Stay on target.
Well, that's the point of this podcast, though. To kind of really show you the characters that we're involved with.
Our
like
target here is to
the-
show you us. And this is us.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
And
the
we also stay
talking,
well hydrated with Guru's 9.0 pH balanced water.
drink alkaline.
Yeah, this is water, by the way.
It's not moonshine.
Yeah, bro. Looks like it. Tastes like it.
I like how you gave me the SD. Oh, I didn't bring your SD card. I should have brought that today. I'll get that
Well,
to
it's
you
all
this
good.
week.
I have another one.
Yeah.
to use.
I was just laughing how you handed it off to me and how apparently you handed it off to him.
Yeah, I called Ricky and he was like, "So what am I giving you?" I was like, "Wait, I'm actually giving you something." I think.
I don't remember that.
Let's see, like that's why we need this podcast to get us all
Sometimes when
together.
the headset's on and you got the WASD going, you're like,
I don't hear this
No.
podcast.
I'm
This is our
in
weekly
between.
This is our weekly catch up.
Then it pulls up. Then
Exactly.
it pulls up in the Denali with the beanie on and the hoodie, and he's got this little Ziploc baggie twisted up, and it looks like he's selling me drugs outside
Man,
of my house. Bro.
I was just trying to figure out how this little ass SD wasn't gonna get lost. It wasn't a SD sized dime bag.
It
or
was a,
nothing.
it was a tab of acid.
No, it was a sandwich bag. You could have put a
Rolled
nice
up, twisted
turkey
up, bro.
ham sandwich
My
in there.
neighbors are like, check it out.
Like a real quart-sized sandwich bag?
A real sandwich bag. I don't know. Well, I don't.
snack size one.
I don't know. I don't have snack size one. I make big sandwiches.
Well, this is what you can expect.
Exactly.
You
Maybe
know.
some more car talk.
It'll be more
Yeah.
car talk. We'll be more prepped. We'll follow up on our events prior. Just today was more
Yeah.
of an introductory, and hopefully you guys got to know us a little bit and understand why we're here. It's a very deep message. I think Ricky went nicely into it and dove further into his reason behind driving. Right? I believe your
Yeah.
vehicle was your father's, right?
Yeah. So the Datsun 75, right? Pre-smog, as Joe likes to point out anytime he's underneath it.
Shout out Jay
I love
Leno.
pre-smog. I'm like, dude, we can cut your exhaust off right now.
The
This
world
bad's
is
ready, bro.
yours.
It's out front, bro. You got the saw. Let's do it. So
I think I just heard someone cutting it off.
Those cats have been gone.
there's
no cats.
You don't want those cats, bro. They ain't doing nothing. We're good.
Those are hollowed out.
That's it. So yeah, it's a 75 Datsun 280Z. My godmother bought that car brand new, like straight out of high school, and she had it for a while. I think she kept it in storage for a spell, and then my mother purchased it from her and gave it. Well, obviously she bought it from her. It was my father's like 40th birthday gift, and he was a big Datsun guy. I think he had like an old Roadster, like a 510 or something like that. I never saw it. I was a baby when he had to get rid of it so we could buy a house out where we grew up. So he got that car in like 97 maybe or something like that. And it was always, I'm not going to say always, it was running. It just always needed a little love. Didn't have the little body kit on it. There was rust. Like there was just always little challenges. But it was Pops' car, And I think my two siblings, we all probably have very specific memories about that car, whether it was one of us riding in the trunk because it's a two-seater, or whether it was getting pulled over while one of us was riding in the trunk. I wasn't there, so someone else will tell that story. But growing up, it wasn't really a special car. Oh, strike that. It was a special car because it was Dad's car, and it was special to him. But it was kind of just a rusty little two-seater that was cool. It sounded cool. Like, I didn't really know what it was at the time. And maybe, like, a few years ago, like, he passed 4 years ago, and probably about, like, 7 or 8 years ago, like, I feel like people started giving a crap about those cars again. And I kind of realized, like, oh, damn, these are cool. My dad's got a dope car. Like, sick. But when he passed, it was like, all right, it's Dad's car. So it's cool to me because it's Dad's car, right? And, my siblings and I, we own it and take care of it together. And I remember pulling up to a car show, and it was a cancer awareness car show. And my father, who had passed away from cancer, it was a show for his friend. It was the last year they were doing this Derek Ward Memorial Car Show. Anyone in the car world, maybe older generation, know, like, Derek Ward used to do a lot of paint work and body work for a lot of really sweet cars here in the Bay Area. Like, we all remember the Tell Me When to Go video. I'm sure half the cars in those videos were like, Derek Ward had touched those cars. Shout out What It Is in Pacifica. I don't know if they're still there. Anyways, but I pulled up to that car show, and I remember looking out of the window and being like, damn, that's a dope car. Damn, that's a dope car. There's some sick cars here. But everybody's stopping, and they're looking at the Datsun. And I remember hearing one dude like, man, I have never seen that car before. And
You don't see him like that.
and that was the moment where it clicked, where it was like, damn, like, not only was it dope because it was Dad's car, but, like,
It's a dope car.
it's a dope car.
Yeah. It's an enthusiast car, bro.
And I didn't even know anything about the car until I hopped under it. And I was like, holy shit, this thing's got independent rear suspension. Like, this thing's really built for some roads. Like, we can do some work in this. Let's chop your exhaust off.
Let's make it sound cool.
I hope you let me work on it a little bit more with you whenever you're ready.
That'd
I
be
think
sick.
that thing will be fun on the road for sure. That thing's gonna be dope at the track. I got to see it out there.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know they were built little roadsters like that. Like, they can be built for the roads. You know
And
what I mean?
we've seen a couple at Sonoma that are like really
I've
built
seen a
like
few, the black one, I think.
And there was a blue one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Oh,
ride
this
along
is
in that
sick.
black one.
Oh, really?
I used to actually work with that guy out in Marin. He's a VW tech. I think he became an engineer somewhere, but, like, yeah, he's done some work on that thing, and it was an angry little bird.
Yeah, dude, that thing was moving.
And it just got me hyped. I was like, man, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to do no crazy Frankenstein stuff. Like, the Oath.
Massive
It's
time
really-
attack arrow.
Cool stuff out there.
We want to keep it fairly original, very
OEM plus.
JDM. OEM plus is really kind of where we've gone. My brother, my sister, and I have got a pretty good roadmap on what we're going to do. And, aside from Joe, I've also got a buddy, shout out Odetto Speed Co. out in Petaluma. Sparky does some really awesome work on these cars, bro. So I think there's going to be some magic being applied to that car in the near future. So.
I think with
Can't
the
wait.
sentimental value of that car too, there's only like so far you really want to take it.
Yeah,
right? Like you don't want to be like 10 tenths pushing it and risk losing it. So
That's kind of where I'm at with my car too. is
Yeah.
that, like, in certain turns, you're like, I still love this car. Like, you kind of got that in the back of your head, but also, like, you don't want to think about it too much while you're driving, right? Like, you
Right.
want to be comfortable and confident at the same time, but it's yeah.
You want to be reasonable with it too. You want to drive it home.
No, you got the right
And,
mindset.
and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Guys.
Well, I don't got a trailer, so right. Like,
Yeah, I got the pressure of two siblings and all of my family. Like, when they see that thing, I'm thinking, like, what the hell is he doing with that car on the racetrack? So not pushing it again, not trying to set the lap record or anything like that, but to get it out there, to bend some corners in a controlled environment, and to just get a feel for that car in a safe place to do it. It would be fun. I mean, its purpose is certainly not going to be this track weapon. There will be other cars for that.
yes.
But I think if I can optimize it for the track, that just means I'm going to be able to have more fun, bending back roads and things like that.
Yeah.
But we only drive on track.
Only drive aggressive.
We drive
on
a
track.
certain way on track.
yeah, I've been
Keep it on track.
I've been like reeling back from how I used to take that from as an admin from start. I feel like when
To
we started
driving.
it out, I was super like, no, like track only, like don't be an asshole on the back roads. And I feel like, it's kind of disingenuous.
You were,
Yeah,
you were
I
the
mean, you
warning
gotta
at
be-
the beginning of Fast and the Furious movies.
But you got to be responsible, right? Like
Do
you're
as we say, not
not
as we do.
like you're not crossing double yellow.
Yes,
You're not like
there's levels
being
to it.
irresponsible. Like we got around here. We got joggers, bicyclists. We got other
Bicyclists
cars
in the
like-
middle of the lane.
And like but they're not often safe. So
No.
we gotta be right.
Yeah.
So like you gotta be aware of it. And if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you can have some fun. But
The other thing I always think of too when it comes to like back roads is it's not just you, it's other people that could be screwing around and
Quick
getting
interjection.
crazy.
yes.
Bicyclists. Our rules are the same. You gotta stop at stop signs.
I know,
You don't
dude.
get to hog the road. Literally, look it up. It's in the law. So just stop at your stop signs. 'Cause
Dude, don't you want a better workout? Stop again. Keep pumping.
I'm just saying. That's just
Right?
my quick insert. I'm sure we don't have a whole lot of bicyclists here, but if we do,
Share the road.
You know who you are.
share the road. Share the road.
If you're a bicyclist,
Share
comment below.
Start biking.
Bike life. Man, whose friend was the doing moto?
Oh, my neighbor Tito.
What's it
He-
called?
He's doing. I don't know. It's
motocross.
motorcycle. It's like
Motorcycle track day.
HPDE for motorcycles.
Yeah.
He's actually going on Monday. But I'm sad. I gotta work or else I'd be there. But I'm trying to get my
Monday's
dad to
crazy.
go, and he might go get some footage for us and kind of see
That would be tight.
what's going on. I definitely want to get out there as soon as he's doing a weekend day. I want to
Yeah.
be out there because he came to support us at Sonoma for Fast In, Fast Out.
Absolutely.
So I want to. I've always knew he had motorcycles too, but it was shortly after we start racing. I like saw him working on a bike in his garage that had numbers on it, and I was like, "What's that? Like, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the track." I'm like, "What? Like, that's sick! Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a track bike." And it's just a really cool way for him to get out there. And that's another thing too, is it a different world from us, right? Like as motorists, like we understand we can go out and the risks are kind of like involved with us and the world around us. But motorcyclists, like
They're the
where
crazy
we
ones.
live is like, it's crazy to drive a motorcycle around here.
Yeah.
So like him and his wife go and ride their bikes. They like load them up on a trailer and they go somewhere where it's like
Thunder
more quiet.
Oh, okay,
But also getting on track's just as important for them because they have no worries about other factors that can affect them more so than when we're in a car,
And
right?
I'm sure
Like,
with a bike, you're like, you're in prison in second gear.
yeah, right.
right?
You're just
Like on a race
waiting
bike?
to let it sing.
Yeah.
Like you just want to get it, and they're built for curves and built for that. So it'd be cool to go see how they do at Sonoma because they're a fast time in a car at Sonoma is probably like painfully slow on a motorcycle.
Man,
So, see
have
what
you
they
seen the
can do.
POV footage of like the track days when,
Dude,
when
yeah,
they're
they're
out
scraping knees and
there?
stuff.
Oh
Even.
man,
It's crazy.
We thought we had good flybys.
Yeah, we gotta go check those days out for sure.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
think there's one at Thunder Hill happening right now.
Okay.
Or probably wrapping up, but yeah.
They do a lot of training.
No, I had
courses
some
out there, too.
coworkers who was like, we're going up there this weekend.
Man,
We gotta
different
get to
world,
more events.
speed.
Yeah,
All the speed.
But that's the other thing too. We'd love to cover other things too outside of what we're doing. Like, I love Formula Drift. I love rally. I love all different forms of racing that I might not have as much time to go to events, but we're trying to cover anything and everything when we can just conquer and divide, do whatever we can for other racing, niches and just get more involved with what we can.
yep. Wasn't there just a drifting event at Sonoma? Or I don't know if it was Sonoma, but there was something this
Is Summer Jam coming up? Summer Jam might be coming up. I don't know.
I want to say it was literally like
yeah.
last.
I'm out of the
weekend.
loop on that, but
No worries, no worries.
same thing, same but different.
Yeah.
Summer Jam, but for
Different.
drifting.
Okay, so what is
Sounds like equal with my
what are
code
some
of
of your
conduct.
favorite disciplines of driving and racing? That's
Favorite
probably a question that
disciplines.
Paxton should be asking the panel, but you could just cut this out and ask it.
No,
Or someone
No
could just
cuts.
start
I'm not
answering.
editing.
Less
I'm gonna do
edits.
this stuff at the beginning.
Make it
and then
easy
we're
on my
rolling.
man.
Favorite discipline, I think, would be after you get done with the session, being able to go over your footage and then just running through your car real quick. Seeing what you can do different on the next one. Because when you're at the track, you have about an hour and a half between your sessions, give or take.
It sounds so long, but it's gone like
It's
that,
not.
bro.
Yeah, you get a couple people that come up, talk to you, and like, okay, there's 10 minutes, and then you go check your brakes, you check your air pressure, you check your fluids, and there's 20 minutes.
And
the
you
next thing-
retighten, and you're time to go.
Retighten your legs every time, right? Go use the restroom, whatever it is. So go over your footage. I think that's one of my favorite disciplines is being able to stay focused after my runs, and I want to work better on that. My last track day, I got really sidetracked, and I ended up paying the price for that. So
You could tell that Joe's never late anywhere. He eats well, and like he wakes up early. Because when I was talking about disciplines, I meant like, what's your favorite kind of racing? And he was like, discipline. And when I'm done, I tighten my lugs, I review my track, I'm ready to go. Like this guy, you're dialed in. I meant like, you know, do you like F1? Do you like IndyCar? Like,
your favorite discipline.
because like you can use that word to
Maybe
differentiate different types
HPDE
of
is
racing.
his favorite form of performance
It might
driving.
be, but I feel
Honestly,
like
if you go out, it's pretty fun. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
It's pretty
Alright,
great.
bro.
Even in a 2.0 turbo, let me
I
tell
didn't
you.
drive the CC.
Especially in a
showed you
2.0
the
turbo.
Z.
Shout out my Elantra boys. Yeah.
Throw up your hands.
It's only me here. I know this.
So,
I got a couple DMs that are like, "You're what? Or on track?"
Oh my god. Out of pocket.
Well,
I might edit that.
in that case,
There you go.
in that case, I don't have an answer to your question.
I like time attack.
Okay.
I think time attack is
Time
sick.
attack is wild because it's like you versus the track. Right?
And it
like,
and it's I like seeing like the unlimited, like when people go full out when they've got like a 3-foot front splitter, like for
you're not
the max
passing
aero.
anybody in that thing,
Yeah.
but like you're going for each like fraction of a second.
And
right?
I think that's like really finding like the true limits of your car. It's like it's not wheel to wheel racing and there's no competition in it, but I think it's it's like qualifying, right?
I was just about to say, I think qualifying is probably some of the more exciting racing that you'll see, regardless, like whether it's, you know, obviously like Formula One, like a track like Monaco, right? You can't pass anybody.
you're qualifying
Saturday is the show.
Yeah.
Because these
Right.
guys are just
after it.
cutting, and I mean it's very impressive. Or Formula E, you know, they have their qualifying shootout, which is also just a cool format of doing it, and I think that Formula One could benefit from some type of shootout, maybe even at Monaco or something like that. But yeah, qualifying, yeah, you're at the limit because you know you're doing that for a lap, maybe two, trying to be the fastest guy to put a better position up for the next day. During the race, you're not maintaining that pace for X amount of laps.
Your
Like,
tires
you're
are
not
wearing,
you're
your
not taking as
everything.
many risks. You got a full load of fuel. Like you got X amount of cats around you that you got to not crash into. So qualifying is exciting in its own way, especially in some of these series where someone could be more dominant on actual race day and it may not be as fun.
I saw something recently. I can't remember if it was NASCAR or what, but they were like literally for qualifying, they're cutting the rubber nubs off their tire. They're trying to cut drag
like-
that much. And I don't know what that was, but
I think
blew my
I saw what
mind.
you
I was
were
like,
talking about.
these little baby rubber nubbies I used to like to pick off as a kid, like off my dad's tires. Like,
Shaving them off.
yeah, they're literally clipping every single one for less drag. Like,
Well, it's all about the
Oh my
minutia
God,
when
right?
it comes down to qualifying stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just the
Every little
tiniest
thing, right?
Adjustments, the tiny bits of weight.
Acid dip your panels.
right? What was that dude's name? Smokey or something, bro? He used to acid dip his panels in like NASCAR or something, so he
Yeah.
could be lighter. He'd like
They
his
caught him,
car
didn't they?
because you're supposed to have like a full like OEM body or something, and like he would take his panels and dip them in acid, so they would be literally lighter.
They were
and
like
he'd be smoking everybody.
Half as like
Yeah,
thick as they were
dude.
supposed to
He'd
be.
probably crumble like a
Yeah.
paper
Oh,
ball
yeah.
if he got in
So
a crash.
safe.
But I think he even, I think he chopped his top of his car too, and they would measure cars like by OEM spec. So even like the car he drove like in the parking lot, he chopped its top too, so he can be like, look, go measure it. It's the same as like the normal car out
He
in the
was a
parking
professional
lot.
cheater.
Bro, exactly. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, I guess
But
so.
that was a different, that was a different era of racing, right? Like you're looking
Yeah.
for every little advantage. I mean, who knows what advantages people are taking now that we don't know about, but it's the little things that add up, right?
I appreciate
Same
those
in
little
NASCAR,
innovations,
right?
like in
Yeah.
F1, like when McLaren put a little spike on the end of their front
Yeah.
wing. Or
Or their mini DRS.
Well,
yeah,
the
or
tire
like
popper.
the push and pull.
The
Yeah,
DOS and
yeah.
and the Mercedes that got banned
Oh.
after a couple weekends.
Yeah.
The DOS system.
And I don't understand how people catch that from watching like the race.
Well, again, because it's all about.
I think
the
it
minutia.
affects like the toe or something in the live in the race. Like
Yeah.
you can pull the steering wheel in and out, and it affects it
I think
for
Mercedes
turning
was
it.
just so bored of beating the brakes off everybody. They were just like,
what else can we do?"
Invented some new stuff. And,
What
I
if
mean,
we
that
could-
was during a pretty dominant period in Mercedes Formula One history.
Mm.
But I mean, yeah, like when you have those series where they're allowed to, like, sure, you get to pick your own chassis, your own engine, and things like that, and then it's all just about staying within the rules and just finding a way to tweak it, make it that much better, whether it's some goofy zero pods that don't work out, or it's a special material inside of your brake drum that keeps your tires cooler for longer so that you can use them much longer, which is what McLaren's got going right now, and that's part of the reason they're using tires so well in these races. But
Have you guys heard of the steroid Olympics?
Oh, what's it called? Enhanced games or
The
something?
enhanced games,
You
yeah.
see that dude swimming, bro? Oh
the
my
transition.
god.
Well, I'm gonna get there. Well, I was gonna get there. I lost my train of thought. But-
Steroid Olympics for cars?
Yes, that's
Cheater Olympics?
Time
like,
attack is kind of
like
like I was
no
gonna work it
rules,
somewhere in
right?
there, like
Steroids.
finding the absolute like max, like as much power as you can put in this engine. We get different regulations.
Doesn't matter
each
how much you
season.
weigh, dude.
Even if the whole field is the same car, I want to see who's like really got
Like
it.
who
with
can
that
make this
chassis.
car the fastest,
Yeah.
right? Like what can you do? That'd
Yeah.
be kind of fun.
And
Well,
like not
you get everybody take the same car and like who can Frankenstein it the best. Is
Yeah.
that-
that's I've been talking to, don't mess his name up, John Burgess. I think that's it. Super touring time trial.
Super touring time trials.
Super touring time trials national director with NASA. And that's what super touring is. It's time trials, but like modded. And
Okay.
there's like certain mods are allowed within the classes, but he's saying there's not a lot of people that participate in it, and he wants to grow it out. But
Really?
that's kind of was his vision of it. Was
He's
kind
in
of
that
like
black
enhanced
Beamer,
it.
right?
Yeah, the number
Okay,
45, the black
yeah,
one.
Yeah, I
Yep.
remember seeing it out there a bunch.
He's one of the outlap in the advanced group where they're just full sending it right
Yeah.
off bat,
They're like first session of the day, just to, wow,
like a Mustang.
Well, we're in the meeting getting told that while they're already out there.
Yeah,
this dog in it.
they're like, yeah, we should dry up the track for them.
What moisture?
Honestly, that's got me thinking too, right? Like, of course, when you're racing, like, there's a competitive element and a part about wanting to, like, win, right? Like, you want to compete. But seeing the time attack has kind of, like, changed my mindset too of, like, you can be out there competing against people, but, like, not tire to tire, right? Like, and you can almost push it harder because you're looking for every little inch of that track and
Yeah.
every little piece of that second to shave, right? Like,
It's like
that's
a
a
speed
different
run.
level, right?
It's like, yeah, it's, I don't know if you guys, I'm kind of into like the gaming world, but like
Yeah.
when you're speed running and you're looking for like, oh, if it's a 1 frame difference and
Oh
it makes
my
the
God.
difference in your trial, you hit a corner wrong by an inch out, you don't track out or you go off a little bit. It'll
those
mess it all up.
leaderboards, bro, it matters. Every little bit.
This
and
is
you
why
wonder.
we love Start Racing, because there's diversity. Because all this sounds like to me is a bunch of try-hard stuff. Let's get on the grid. Let's go wheel to wheel. I will beat you there first. At the end of the day, that's the kind of racing that I'm about.
Also trying hard.
CC Ricky.
That's it, bro.
CC
That's
Ricky.
it. That's it. Let's get on the cart, boys. We'll settle it.
Hold on, because we've been trying to get this going since we started this company.
Oh my God.
Popping out babies left and right.
We can't.
My schedule's changing every week. It seems like we barely got
We gotta
4
try,
cats
bro.
here for an interview, let
I
alone
know.
getting on a
We're doing our
racetrack.
best.
Maybe we should
I'd have
do
a kid.
next
That's something we could go
podcast at the go-kart.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we could. It just takes.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Let's put it on the calendar
After.
like so far in advance. Everybody can make it, and if you can't, you're DQ'd.
What if we run like, we get like an hour
Bottom
of
of the
racing
leaderboard.
and then right afterwards we come out and we just,
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
why not?
That'd be fun. Would you guys
Yeah.
watch that?
That'd be dope.
I think so.
Let us
Let
know.
us know.
Hey, we can pull up with our full helmets with the GoPros mounted and
Absolutely,
looking super
we
official.
better.
Our 10 advisors
Yeah.
over here pit maneuvering kids.
We'll
and
be like those guys who show up to paintball with like their real guns
Oh,
and
yeah.
sights and everything.
full operators.
We'll be renting out the whole track.
We got fire
Ain't gonna be no
suits.
little kids getting
What it is
pitted
is
by
Tom,
it.
Tom got his Hans device on.
They're not gonna
You know, they
want to
check
race
your-
with us the way I'm driving.
Hey, they check your carburetor before you go in. Okay, that's good. I got the bigger one in the bag.
We're
Swap it
good.
over.
You gotta get a tech inspection.
Right? Joe pulls up his own go-kart, blows our
I
doors
just got a
off.
new carburetor for the go-kart, guys. We can do like 60, 70 in that thing.
Jeez. Well, I
Are
don't
you putting
know.
that block
I
in
don't
it
know.
too?
Which one?
What's this engine over here?
Big boy. Which one?
The 380,
Oh,
the
I
380
didn't-
tree.
Is it in the crate?
Which
The
one?
383's in the crate under the go-kart.
Oh my god.
We got the built long block LS3 sitting there. That's gonna go in the F body.
And the Borla on it.
That's
More
baby Joey.
content.
That's baby Joey's LS3. That's my
Yeah, it
6-month-old
is.
baby's
Nice.
I can't afford to
He
buy
needs
that.
some muscle, boy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, well, that would be well documented because I'll be over here. Everybody gonna be over here getting that thing going,
That's
bro.
gonna be a fun.
Have you guys been to the Sonoma go-kart track?
No, it
Isn't
looks
it up
hella
It
fun
is
though.
sick, bro.
Yeah.
And they are moving.
It's up above, right?
Yeah.
So I never knew until I had to go pick up my wrecked car a couple weeks ago. And I was like, "What's up here?" And like, "Oh, that's where the go-kart track is."
Like,
oh.
what?
They're like, "But you're gonna go over here. Your car's."
I
sitting
think
over
it's
here."
not
Yeah.
bad. I want to say for like all day or whatever, it's like $80 or something.
No way.
No, we
It's
looked
more
at
than
it.
that.
I swear
Really?
to
It's not
God.
that bad.
I
bro.
swear to God, we
remember-
looked,
I'd say
bro.
80 bucks.
I feel like we would have done
I mean-
it. I remember it being like 400 or 600.
Well, I mean, a track day is $300 compared
that's
to
a
in a
track
go
day.
kart. But
That's
but those go karts is probably unlike any go karts. It ain't Scandia. It's not little.
right.
They can't like turn your electric motor down because you're being too stupid.
I do think they start you on the slower
they've done.
ones though,
Probably.
just to make sure that like technical difficulties. I'm gonna break it real quick just so you can see the green screen's gone. We're not rich race car drivers. We're all dudes with 9 to 5s.
We're
So
poor. We're poor because we are race car drivers.
we made this decision long ago.
Yes.
I know. Hopefully, episode 100 we'll have like a nice studio and a garage behind us.
Yeah, dude.
Again, nicer couch, big round table with a 454 Chevy block underneath for the base.
This one had so many stains on it.
What? Ugh. No, I'm playing. Bax is
Took a
fooling.
big
I
sip.
wiped this down myself. It was
Where's the
dusty.
goo gone?
It was dusty, but I wiped it down. We good.
Well, I feel like this is a good natural place. This is I don't want to dig too deep on this first one. I just want to give you guys a feel for it, and we're still feeling it out too for what to expect from these. But as you can see, super casual. I think that this is something I'd listen to on the way to work or when I'm supposed to be working and just have it in the background.
That's
so,
the best podcast time. Wait, what?
right?
sell it, bro. Sell it.
Background.
And
I think this was great.
I think this was probably the best podcast I've ever heard personally.
Easily
friends.
top 10 material.
Absolutely.
So are we done, or we can keep talking?
What do they say? Listen to us
let's-
everywhere where you listen to your podcasts.
And
Right.
yeah.
What he said.
And on Instagram at PAXT_EN.
This motherfucker's plugging himself. He's
Didn't
a
even
self-plugger.
official start
Why don't we
racing
not?
Oh, my bad. What are we here for?
on Instagram and
You're
YouTube.
just making more
As-
editing work for yourself.
That's getting left in, and I'm turning the volume up.
Turning your mic up and mine down.
How long have you been with her?
At official start racing, pretty much everywhere. YouTube, Instagram. We have Facebook. We have 2,000 followers on Facebook,
Whoa,
guys.
what? Who are they?
Hey. Old guys use social media.
50-year-olds. Yeah.
Are we official start racing?
Shout out to you old rich
I believe
cats who
so.
like to go racing.
Maybe on Facebook we're just
All
start
caps.
racing, but everywhere else.
It's pretty
yeah.
official.
Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you back here again soon.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Light is.
Cut. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Good game, guys.
It's the camera's zooming away.
Yeah, the camera handled.
All
All
right,
good.
guys, end this shit.